Google and DLaw are going to be the new players coming in, subbing in. Lugus is subbed in last game, so the Goblins have had 3 total subs so far in this series. Best of 3 format, and they are up against the Flames for sure.
They're definitely coming in to face some hot hand players right now.
Definitely. Going into this map of Split, the one that we've considered to be the most defensive focused map of the 3. All 3 maps honestly feel like they're about even as far as how they play out. But I've seen more defensive swings on this map than the other 2 maps for sure. Therefore, I'm going to go ahead and consider it a defensive map.
Some more character switch ups here too. Grebka on Raze now. Fear's now swapped Brim to play Cypher, and Jyair is back for Brim.
Ooh. I like that swap. Be good to see what Jyair can do on his main, since he's not used to the other characters he's been playing and has been overall underperforming a little bit compared to the lobby. Fear's been slaying out. I don't know what he was playing earlier today. Nice opening shots happening already. Admin's taken down, but that paint shell is so huge. Wendler getting caught up by a team running into their character models. Well, grebka on the Raze this time gets taken down by Fear. 9 HP on snoops.
So many players right now on the Dragon.
Yeah, the Goblins are completely healthy. Jyair goes for the right click. It's not going to find the target. Fear not going to be able to do much either. Lugus with a Frenzy, which is the perfect weapon you'd want against 3 weak players. Very rapid shots. They can just do a lot of quick little damage. Pellets. Full house for Lugus and grebka. Starting off the round strong.
Off hot again, like he did in the last game. Quickly fell off when he stopped using the LMG.
Yeah, grebka was.
It was him and grebka. He was using the Ares.
Yeah, Lugus was earlier on, but he started using regular weapons and ended up second highest on his team. Started really performing well. Owl run underway. Fear just holding off. Jyair getting opening pick alongside snoops. grebka answering right back. Bulldog in hand. Last pack trying to buy some time. Getting a nice angle. Finds one on Wendler. Superior weaponry on the side of the Goblins this round. And they're putting it to use. Bomb's going to get planted. 3 versus 2 on the retake. All players coming from attacking side. Fear the meta. Nice cyber cage to buy time. Not finding usefulness with that cyber cage. Can't get out of the way from Admin's retake. Knew that if he stood there, then Admin's probably going to get the kill. Jyair holding it down. Finding some shots on the Google, but not able to finish the job. Google with a Spectre. Will outgun the Ghost. grebka getting the last ult point. Great decision by Google there to just let grebka get that ult point. Google's 4 away, but grebka getting that last one can open the next round with a showstopper.
So often we see whoever wins the initial pistol round usually will tail in because of economy and win the second round. So this will be a huge one for the Dragons to try to get their economy going.
It's one of those way of the road kind of things. Jyair setting up that round, getting a couple kills. But as you can see, the big buys, 3 Vandals, 2 Phantoms. It's the first round the Dragons can really show up. Nice paint shell again, but grebka just to push him off. That's a nice kind of initial paint shell just in case. Ooh, Fear giving himself up a little bit too much, but Jyair able to answer back with 2 quick kills with that Vandal, feeling really comfortable on the Brimstone. Recon Bolt, know if anybody's in vents, walled off a good measure. Google standing alone on the site. Can he defend long enough for Lugus and DLaw to show up? That's one big pick. Finds the second on the Zurgg. Jyair getting a 3rd for the round, but that bought enough time. Lugus coming into heaven. Jyair looking to smoke it. But holding a nice angle with that smoke, though, you'll be able to know if somebody comes into heaven. Looking at the rope. Well, a very interesting angle directly below the smoke. They found him on his head! Lugus stomping on him. That was so awkward. And now Snoops versus Lugus. Who gets the shot first? Trying to find each other. Lugus making a lot of noise. Stupid. It's just silent, deadly. And returning the bag. Lugus showing them in the last game.
So good with that shot.
Yeah, Snoops does not miss that. If you leave yourself exposed to him, he'll take that shot every time. Jyair on that brimstone. Stepping up so far. Getting a 3K last round. Zurgg struggling so far on the breach, his main.
Take flight.
Google just backing away from this allo drone, does not want to get found by it. Meanwhile, in the market, we see a little bit of a save round from half of the members of the Goblins. Grebka just holding us tight angle with the Phantom.
Oh, they get the trade though. Good.
Yeah, point blank, you can get the headshot on Fear for sure, but Wendler is able to answer back instantly. Admins with
It's just not stopping spamming pistol shots.
Admins with that classic takes down Wendler who had a Vandal. Are you kidding me? Gets out of there, wasn't able to grab the Vandal though because the rest of the Dragons were there, at least 2 of them, to push him off. So we see now a rotation going to A site. We have to DLaw to hold us down. The Sheriff in hand.
He's already on site too, working his way to CT.
DLaw hears that rotation. He's making the call. You see Google rotating into CT side as well, defending side. Molly to side is not going to amount to a whole lot. Google, what can you do? Is you're about to run into Snoops. Holding that angle.
Prepare for hellfire.
DLaw's taking a lot of damage from that one. Oh, Google sees it in the last moment, doesn't mentally recognize it. Snoops with a quick swing for a double, making a 3 on the round. But Admins with a great shot long range on the Zurgg. Has to check too many angles. Snoops up high with a quad. And this is becoming the game of Snoops and Jyair. Jyair and Fear both being Brimstone mains, it seems. If they play anything other Brimstone, they start struggling. But Jyair now on Brimstone showing up on the round-to-round victories that they had on Dragons so far. 2-2.
I wonder how much is on that Fear switching to Cypher though on offense. Definitely not an entry fragger, more of a flank watcher. So I don't think we'll see too many frags out of him.
Yeah, it's a defensive focused map out of the 3 as it is. And then Cypher is also a defensive focused character. Hunter's Fury. Can he find a shot here? Not quite.
I believe Zurgg is AFK. Yes, he is.
Little odd. He was able to buy at least, but then just had to go. Maybe his baby woke up. He is a father in his household.
And he's back.
So he might just had to check on the kiddo, dad gamer. Same for Googlechromx, so nice, sitting him right back. Get out of here. grebka on site. It's almost as if they don't know that grebka's on site. Fear was able to hold the angle, but Wendler looked like he had no idea.
Got the kill as bomb was planted.
Oh, had to reload the judge. Unlucky timing. Marshall in hand for Lugus, running around. Zurgg coming back, getting that kill on the flank on Admins. Now it's going to be down to DLaw and Lugus on the retake. 2 versus 3. Not a lot of time left on the clock. Wendler's a good idea that Lugus went the other way. Challenging the angle of DLaw. Gets the kill with the judge. Close quarters. Easy to do so. And Zurgg coming back in the round. The kids are all right. And my aim is 2. Getting a 2-piece.
Yeah, the AFK lurk there outside of B worked out well for it.
That's going to be the first round lead for the Dragons this map. 3-2 now. A 3-round streak. That's going to be the 3-loss streak full in effect for the Goblins. They should be able to buy pretty heavily this round. We see these players with such little money in their inventory. 0 in reserve for many of them.
So the Dragons winning 3 in a row there after going down 2. Just cripples their economy pretty hard.
Do have an observer bug though, so it's a little tough to tell what's going on. It says that every member might go and observe them has 400 credits exactly remaining. As we will know that is basically never going to be a reality. It's such an unlikelihood that that's going to be happening for every player this deep into a game.
Really, it shows mine.
Yeah, every player is 400 credits for me.
Weird.
The time has been paused as well. So we're going to have to just be sitting on a quick break while we wait to see what is going on with these teams. Members still running around, so it's likely just a dad pause.
Lots of dad gamers.
And Snoops is the one who has control over these pauses, so I'm going to tune in with him just real quick to see what's going on. All right, the match is starting back up. One of the members in the game had to move the car. Orbital strike. Opening up the round. Quick wall, lock him in there. That's going to be a lot of damage out, but able to heal out most of it. Fear getting a nice opening kill. Somebody hasn't been showing up yet this game. With that opening frag, Lugus taking down Snoops.
I know exactly where you are.
Body's fresh enough. They're going to be able to figure out exactly where the members of the other team is. They know it's 2A, 1B. They're challenging B. Google now knows he's going to have to defend the site. The enemy team has perfect information. But the Viper's Pit on the ready. Jyair going to be running into Google. Can't get the flick. But is able to make the call of where this member is located. Bomb dropped in the site.
With the Skycam, you can go inside the smoke and see everything clearly. You don't see it all green and stuff. You see everything like clear as day.
Very interesting that you're able to do so. Last member of the Dragons just trying to save at this point. You might make a play, but their economy isn't the greatest. One member of the Goblins just holding the backside angle. Now looks at Zurgg. And Zurgg taken down by Lugus. Able to make the call outs, let the team know where he's located, and that's going to be the finishing shot. Google with that Viper's Pit did so much work. They saw it as 2-1, 2 on A, 1 on B, challenged the one person alone. That makes the most sense. But as soon as that Viper's Pit is popped, Google had all the advantages in the world as far as target acquisition, stalling the push of the Dragons. Dad Gamer comes up clutch.
Absolutely. It's such a good ult to be able to hold down a point, whether you're on attack or defense.
Great insight, too. He knew that because that Cypher's ult went off, that neural theft, he knew that the Dragons are going to know he's the only one person left on his team. Nice prediction, Viper's Pit. Perfect decision-making from Google. Fear, try and work a side angle.
Getting darted so much on Google.
Fear trying to stall off this approach, but Grebka with a showstopper finds 2, almost. Only finds 1 as Wendler finishes him off. Google trying to still hold on to this location. Finds Wendler, not able to get the shots connected though. The rotation happening. We're going to see Fear on the flank gets taken down by Admins. Nice look from Admins. Not let that happen. 3 versus 3. DLaw in the rafters alongside Lugus. Admins in the garage. Lugus finds 2. This player's popping off. Lugus with 3. Clutching up the round for the Goblins, bringing them back into the lead 4-3. DLaw, the one to defuse. He's the only one not having an ultimate charge. So they will give him the ultimate point. But here and off just to do a little shopping perhaps. 3 Vandals taking into the next round. Looking mighty healthy when they're so recently struggling economically.
Yeah, them winning these last 2, as we said, they needed him because their econ was struggling. They've really stepped up and won those rounds. Now, the Dragons are going to be struggling in economy, so they're going to have to go with a little bit of a save here.
Yeah, Fear still holding a Phantom. Not sure if he's going to stick with it. He might do so. Zurgg having plenty of econ to work with by the Vandal not up. Vandal will be rather ambitious. Nice shots long range, but not able to finish the player. Only get one body shot worth. Lugus holding the flank at sewers, while the rest of the Dragons are trying to make an A push happen. Long flank happening from admins.
Down.
Oof.
Snoops taking on Lugus is so huge. Lugus has been popping off this game. As a massive player to take down, especially if they're just going to transfer you a Vandal. It's now 3 versus 4, but they all have weapons to work with here.
Admin's a support player on a long flank here.
Super long flank.
Shot done.
Jyair going for that plant, does get it down, but now they're going to be sandwiched. 2 from attacker side, 1 from defender side, and 1 in heaven. Snoops just going for quick shots. Fear the meta, stepping up with 2 kills on the flanking members of the Goblins. Jyair not able to find success. Snoops in a 1v1. Fear trying to get an angle to support his teammate. Sees the member on the ledge. Google taken down from hell. And Fear with the quad. Answering back. Tying the game back to a 4v4. This player stepping up saying it's okay if I'm on Cypher. Not an offensive focused character. Not my main. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what play I'm playing. Doesn't matter what side I'm on. My shots are still good.
Huge ultimate there by Jyair to help his teammate Fear get those kills. He ulted just right, forcing those 2 players right out into the line of fire.
This is a nice
that was
spot.
Huge team play there.
Yeah, massive teamwork. Jyair on his main. It was exactly how to place those orbital strikes so quickly. It came right out of the bomb plant and dropped it instantly. Snoops with bomb in hand finds Lugus, who can't find shots on the owl drone. Surprisingly enough, this player doesn't seem to miss on players, but can't kill the owl drone. They knew where Lugus went to. Went off to that right side. Zurgg's gonna make the play on him first. Now knows he's behind the sign. Going for the shots. Can't quite find the kill, but Jyair there to support the teammate. Finishing off the man who's been carrying the Goblins thus far. And Fear getting that neural theft out.
Cage triggered.
He used that about 2 rounds ago. 3 maybe.
Well, he did just pop off with 4 kills in that last round.
Speaking of popping off, what a beautiful headshot before Google shuts him down. Google 1 versus 3. Having to retake the site. Rounds are tied. Maybe go for a save here. Doesn't matter. Snoops challenges him. Finds the headshot. Secures another round victory for the Dragons.
Very even game we're seeing still.
Yep.
This being the defensive sided map.
Yeah, this is looking really good for the Dragons going into the second half for sure. We have 3 more rounds to go though for this one. Both resurrections available. Viper Spit back in the hands of Google. Rolling Thunder for Zurgg. You might use that just open up in mid here. He's positioned for it. There's 2 members Goblins that would just be exposed to it. The wall from admins allows them to get that pick onto Fear. But Wendler should be able to get that resurrection. Oh no, DLaw with orbital strike. Wendler revives Fear into the orbital strike. Nowhere he can go. That'll force out. Grebka doesn't find the blast pack. Perfect angle to get out of that situation. As Wendler just runs straight into DLaw to Sheriff. This is back and forth. Bloodshed this round. Now Google saying, team? Hello, team? What happened? I have a Viper Spit ready at B. Now let's go and try to retake A in a 1 versus 2. Viper Spit not going to be able to be much use here. Unless they let him into sight, but that is far from likely. Google's going to have to walk straight past heaven. Didn't even look at the door. Complete confidence nobody's going to be there looking at the doorway.
Zurgg still rolling thunder too.
Jyair. Vandal beats Spectre. Finds a headshot. All the previous bullets didn't matter. That headshot's all it takes. 6-4. 2 to go in the half. Lugus, he gets getting shut down early on these rounds. Not given the opportunity to make those retakes happen. He's been finding a lot of success on retakes. But when he has to just straight up defend a site, he's not able to find a whole lot of success.
Yeah, as you said, last few rounds they've been successfully taking him out of the game and rolling into A. As they're doing yet again, setting up for another A push, knowing it's working. Holding long though this time.
Nowhere to run.
Hunter's Fury looking for the opponents here. Lugus just holding down A long. Vandal in hand.
Oh.
Snoops with the op is more successful. And that's going to be the A take. Lugus is the only one
Again, easy A take.
immediately on site. The rest of the members of the Goblins are in heaven. While Google's the one trying to challenge. Zurgg finds the kill. grebka could be running into Zurgg here in a little bit.
Oh,
Snoops with a triple. This man is popping off. King grebka clutched it up 1 versus 4. Oh, grebka almost gets it. With a frenzy in hand, gets a lot of damage off on the grebka. Aw. Goes for a big play, but that door is too much of a choke point. Even with the blast pack repositioning, 2 members of the Dragons were just ready and waiting for him. Fear buying the op for his friend Snoops. Had the money for it. Gets bought back.
Man does pop off when he has an op in his hands.
Yes.
It's almost unstoppable.
This is now the last round of the half. If you have an ultimate, you better use it. We have an Orbital Strike Rolling Thunder combination for the Dragons. One of the best combination ultimates we have in the game right now. Just Rolling Thunder, confirm those 2 members or so in that Rolling Thunder. You just pop that Orbital Strike.
Prepare for hellfire.
Fear the meta, funny admins. Not again, he says. Lugus is going for teleportation play. Gets sent back instantly as all the members of the Dragons turn around and send him right back. Zurgg with the Rolling Thunder. Finding grebka a little staggered there. That's going to be just free shots going into Viper's Pit. Now they're going to just maybe rotate over to A, go away from B site. Rotation, yeah, through defensive spawn too. They're not even going through vents. Completely unexpected by the side of the Goblins. Huge trap wire from Fear as well to close off those vents. That's exactly where Lugus is going to be coming from. Closing off the attacker spawn angle as well. Hearing this very aggressive angle from Lugus. Oh my god, Lugus gets a quick kill on Jyair. If Lugus got that flick onto Fear, I would have flipped out. But now it's all down to Google. Nothing to save here. Slow orb as well. Last round of the half, you have to go for it. Zurgg finds him. Zurgg stepping up, getting another headshot. Little slow start to the map here, but finish the half very strong. So we see the person DLaw on the bottom of Fragger for the entire lobby. His power cut out, so he went cold for a few hours. Just now came back, first map played. And he's having a tough time getting going here.
Absolutely huge rounds by the Goblins, winning going into the defense. Me and Wendler were talking about this earlier, how this map is defensive focused, but if you have a very coordinated team, it can be very good offensively because the enemy team has to rotate so far across the map.
Yeah.
So if you're very coordinated in your attacks, offense could be more successful. You see.
Wow, Lugus is just plowing through.
Here we go again.
On attack. This is an attack-focused player, and character, I'd say. Zurgg on the other side. Or actually directly above an enemy. Doesn't find success with a frenzy. Drops down to Google. Has to reload. Gets the kill anyway. Oh my god. grebka and admins having to hold off against Jyair, Zurgg, Wendler.
Hauled himself into the bomb.
Zurgg finding a lot of damage long range with that frenzy full spray. But you know the bomb's on the other side of this. He can just use a fault line. If they can kill grebka, they can just use fault line to push in admins. But now, instead, the wall's actually going to work against the side of the Goblins. Give protective cover for Jyair to defuse that bomb. Yeah, great swing from Zurgg and Jyair. Zurgg could have definitely used a fault line before blasting down the wall to make it even easier. Decided not to do that for some reason.
Perhaps
surprising.
Save it by just getting the trade.
Yeah, surprising though, because Fault Line's that ability you get for free. It comes back every 35 seconds, I believe, after using it. And Zurgg is a breach main. He should have good awareness of when his Fault Line's back up off cooldown. Also, interesting enough, he doesn't buy the Aftershock for the breach, which I would think is a really good ability, especially in defense, to just hold people back for a while. Jyair finding a nice opening kill for his team, at least not in the game, of course. Wendler falls. Now Fear. Trades going back and forth. Jyair 7 HP, doesn't want to find that fight. Makes the call for his team. They're going to be on B site, but perhaps a rotation out, as no way to really tell. It's grebka was the one on site, had it secure, but then rotated away from it, while the other two members of his team rotates into it. About to run into somebody in mid. Finds a headshot onto Snoops. Gets a Spectre in hand, but Zurgg getting big kills for the team. And now a 2 versus 2. Jyair trying to hold down the top angle. Gonna run into grebka here. Who runs right past him, actually. Has the angle. Gets the shots. Jyair clutching up right after Zurgg gets another kill for the team. Dragons up 10-4. They are really running away from it this game.
Yeah, absolutely. As you can see, the Dragons, their scoreboard looking very even. All players stepping up at the right times. Lugus and grebka doing a little bit of a carry here. We're gonna have to see more step up from Google, admins, and DLaw on offense.
Cut him down to size.
This Jyair person, 38 on his main now, really performing well. You can really tell he's a lot more comfortable on this character. He traditionally performs well on this map too. Using that incendiary to buy time, dodging the showstopper. Team shots with Wendler, taking down Lugus instantly. The top fragger of the Goblins, looking so poorly for them this round already. As Snoops finds another kill. Jyair gets one in admins. 3-2 on the board. Jyair just all over the field, finding shots after shot. Looking to drop these sky smokes. Or perhaps, yeah, this is actually Orbital Strike. Jyair ready for this Orbital Strike. Waiting for the plant sound. Hears it. Orbital Strike pushes him off, buys more time. Great decision. That forced Google into a bad location. Zurgg gets the kill. But Google able to take down Snoops in that situation, though. Very good. DLaw, the last member alive. Night will find success against Zurgg and Jyair, holding different angles. We had Jyair, as I was trying to talk about at the start of the last round. It's a player who I met through Destiny 1 days. Always performs very well. Always keeps a positive personality. A hype man, which is so good for your team's mental. He's always there hyping up plays. Always congratulating people for doing a good job, which is so good for confidence. Keep you going. The whole team of the Dragons on a positive scoreline. But not only that, but Jyair is also a competitor himself, as you can see on his scoreline. Has done a lot of work in the Fortnite scene, actually, as of the past couple of years. Grinding that game. Insanely talented. And just spraying this angle. Finds Lugus, trying to teleport or be a little frisky, a little cheeky, but missed positions and leaves himself completely exposed for Jyair. Now the top fragger for his team. We can hear that rotation through the attacker spawn back over to A. Zurgg just holding it down though. Ready to breach and clear. Finds a shot on grebka. Can't quite finish the fight, but gets a good amount of damage off before he leaves. DLaw left at half HP. Soup's now ready for her. This is the next competitor lining up. It's going to peek. Finds him close quarters. Wendler self-healing. Soups with a 2. And Wendler finishing out the round, bringing them down to map point. And this will be actually a set point as well.
Definitely not where you want to be economy-wise going into the match point.
Not looking good.
You definitely have to force. They don't have a choice here. They're not going to have a whole lot of good weapons. Not even good util going this round.
immovable. Barrier created.
Oh my god!
Fear the meta. What just happened?
Just mowed them down.
The challenge in B-side, admin's getting the res, but oh my god, fear the meta. That could be the match right there. Instantly. So quickly. When they're getting picked on admins,
Oh,
they're just falling apart. The last person alive, DLaw, him against the world. Underperformer on the team thus far, is still cold on the game. Rolling Thunder, stuck in the corner. They're all just going to ape into him. And this is not a sight you want to see on the side of the Goblins. That is going to be a match victory for the Dragons, ending it strong and winning the set 2-1. Man, that set, Jyair popping off. Almost top fragging, snoops showing up at the end. But the only member with single-digit death count, that's impressive as it is for Jyair. Top combat score. You definitely could see that he was a lot more comfortable in that character, as well as performing well on this map. That econ rating over 100 as well. Very impressive. Snoop's Fear, of course, so consistently at the top. Zurgg and Wendler really stayed by that game too. That was just a slaughter.
Overall, great play from the entire team. Love
Yeah,
to see
over
it.
the side. Grebka and Lugus did pretty well. Google holding down at B site admirably.
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 English is hard. I agree.
English is hard, man. End of the set. Start slowing down a little bit, slurring a bit. I'm going to tune in with these teams, see what's going on, see if we can fill up some roles. And take a break from the cast. Set is over. It was 2-1. But I know Google and DLaw just got in here. They might want to go for more. We'll see what happens.